Hello Frugal fans, once again this is Captain Frugal here and I'm reviewing my stash to save you cash, and today I'm going to give you my initial thoughts on the release of the Nintendo Switch. Hello Frugal fans, today I'm going to talk about the Nintendo Switch. Recently there was a video on it giving us more information, but it didn't tell us everything still that we probably want to know, so I just thought I'd share my frugal thoughts, if you will, on a few of the things about the Switch. First of all, I think it looks like a fun machine. It looks like you can have a lot of fun with family and friends with this, which Nintendo's known to be good for. The other one is they tend to like to continue throwing new things in to keep it fresh and fun, and that's also great. But I am weary with the fresh and fun, sometimes those gimmicks wear out their welcome very quickly. So I have some cons. One, how does this hardware hold up to the current generation hardware of Xbox and the Sony? You know, those units are pretty high end, and Nintendo usually doesn't go for the high end, they go for the fun factor. Problem is with this is sometimes they have more issues getting third-party support, because I think they want to focus more on the high-end stuff of what they can do, and they're not as, tends to be not as much into the Nintendo then of creating things for an underperforming power machine. But I could be wrong. But I have worry. Their past history of third party has not been very good, and I really think they're going to need it here. The next one is, and this is a big one, they're going to start charging for online access. Granted, Sony's already been doing it for quite a while, and Xbox has been doing it for a very long time. So they've been the holdout, and it's sort of a shame to see them leave. But the one big difference is Nintendo's really never offered as much online really as the other two, so I think they're going to have to really step it up to make it okay for the cost. The next one I have is the battery life. They estimate around 6 hours, but usually when you get an estimation like that, it's with the power and the lowered, the screen brightness lowered, the volume lowered. So I tend to wonder, is this only going to last like 2 hours? If so, that's not going to be great. And how much is a extra battery pack going to cost for that thing for somebody who really wants to play it out and not hook to a TV for a long period of time? Another one, and this is probably one of the biggest ones to me, is I know they released a pro type of controller for it, and a peripheral that you could hook the controller parts in to extend the size of the controller, but otherwise they're so tiny, I can't picture adult hands being able to play well on that or being comfortable. Granted, maybe they aim at kids, but usually that platform, they hit a lot of generations. The 18 to 35 generation is key here. Heck, even older than that, to be honest, the average gamer's getting around 40. So have that tiny little controller does add a lot of fear to me. Am I going to have to junk that thing and buy another controller right away? So I do fear that. I already mentioned third-party support. That's on my list too. I'm looking at my notes here so I don't forget anything. But that third party is going to really be, I think, essential. Granted, they're releasing Zelda right away as a launch title, and I think that's fantastic, and it looks amazing. But what else do we have coming? We don't have Mario until near the winter season again, so that does scare me. So also another big one is this going to be another short-lived system if it doesn't sell real well? Look what happened to Sega. They started making connections after connections, and they didn't support them much with many games. And that was the end pretty much of Sega's hardware. Are we looking at potential issue here? This is very risky time for Nintendo. If this doesn't sell big, are they going to support it with many games? Because the Wii U really didn't get supported very long. So they claim they're still going to support it some, but they're not going to keep producing it and selling it. So hopefully the game library will be worthwhile. Only time will tell. The next one is the motion. Has the motion gimmicks worn out? They keep banking a lot on that. I don't know. And that's a good question to you guys. In the comments, let me know. Do you love playing games that use motion controls, or do you not? I tend to not be a big fan of them. I don't get into them very much. I play them a little bit, but I'm more of a controller guy. But that's me. So let me know that in the comments. Another one, too, is the price tag of $299. I think that's missing the mark. I think $249.99 would have probably been the sweet spot. $199.99 would have been hopeful, fantastic, but I don't see that happening. And at that price point, I think people like me are going to wait it out, make sure there's a library there to really support it, and is it really going to be worth the money? I just think it's a little overpriced, but that's me. And please tell me in the comments what you think about that. Is that an okay price to jump on for a brand new system? You know, for a Nintendo? Let me know in the comments. I'd really like to hear your thoughts too. And you know, how much are the games going to cost for this system too? It's not disc technology, so I don't want to assume automatically it's going to be on par with Xbox and PlayStation. They're going back to the cartridge, like a little mini memory card, I think, type of thing. How is the price point going to be on that? Are they going to be higher? Are they going to be lower? That's a great, issue I have to wonder about. So, ultimately, on my side of things, I think I'm going to have to wait. I'm going to play the wait game and see how this plays out and what the library is going to have, on the machine, because I don't want to jump into something that's going to be gone in no time. So, are you going to be buying the Nintendo Switch right away on launch? Or are you going to wait? Or are you not going to buy it at all? Please let me know in the comments and tell me your thoughts on what you think about the Nintendo Switch coming up. Until next time, keep it frugal.
Thank you again for watching, Frugal fans, and if you enjoyed this video, please help me out and be sure to hit like and subscribe. And don't forget to check other videos and other reviews at thehenchmanslounge.com.